Hi, I'm Lotus, and some know me as the Lotus Jeweler. I have been using my craft to create meaningful and beautiful pieces of jewelry like what you may see in front of you. From earrings to necklaces to bracelets, rings, you name it. I use crystals, shells, beads, anything natural, along with copper wire to create these meaningful pieces for people. And this isn't just jewelry, this is spiritual armor. And that's what this video is all about. It's about how to attune your jewel to the purpose or the significance that you want it to stand for in your life. For those of you who are on your spiritual journey, your healing journey, maybe you're the cycle breaker of your family, you're healing generational cycles, you're doing a lot of shadow work. These pieces of jewelry are to assist you along the way. They are very intentional, from the type of crystal to the design to the intention and the energy that was put into your jewel. It all is aligned with the purpose that you have set for this jewel. So if you're watching this video, stay tuned on how to take care of your jewelry, how to charge it, how to clean the pure copper jewelry, and then I want to end it with a nice meditation that's going to guide you on how exactly to attune your jewel. All right, so I always get the question of how can I charge my jewel? Because this is spiritual armor, because we're working with crystals and copper, we know how it feels when a piece of jewelry we wore it too much and it kind of gets a little wacky, you know? It doesn't look the same or it doesn't feel the same to you. And so I always say, be intentional with your spiritual armor, okay? You have to take these next few steps I'm going to share with you and incorporate it into your daily routine. Be consistent with it, and your jewelry will reflect that, okay? Because energy don't lie, all right? So what I love to do is take a glass bowl, and I will sit my copper jewelry in there. And even if it's not copper, it can be silver, gold, whatever. I sit my jewelry in this glass bowl, and I take the bowl and I sit it in my windowsill. I love to lean on all the natural elements when it comes to charging my jewels, all right? I also do this before I package the jewels up to send out to the people who order. So you're watching this video because you have a jewel, and just know that you got it charged, which is why it feels that way. So when you start to charge it yourself, it's gonna feel even better, all right? So I let the jewels sit in the window to catch the sunlight and the moonlight, okay? Sunlight and the moonlight, whichever one you want to work with. And it could be, you know, different at different points in times. Maybe you feel like it needs a little yang, so we put it in the sun. If you feel like it needs a little yin, then you put it in the moonlight and let it catch that light too. I also love to take my jewelry and use it during my meditation and my prayers. That's the most important thing. I pray over the jewelry when I'm making it. I'm putting the intention that you told me you want this piece of jewelry to stand for. And I'm wrapping it and I'm saying those words and I'm being intentional with it. And so for you, if you got a custom piece and if you received prayers along with that piece, say those prayers when you're holding this piece. Say those prayers when you're looking at the piece. Say those prayers when you are wearing the piece. And you don't just have to say those prayers, pray in general. If you're not a prayer, meditate, okay? Put some vibration into your jewel. When I say prayer, I mean speak life. That's what I mean. So if you're against the word prayer, speak life. Speak life into your jewel. When you wear it, go to the mirror. Speak life into yourself. What does your jewel stand for? If you're wearing it for confidence, you need to be saying all affirmations dealing with confidence while you're wearing this jewelry. You have to make it so. You can't wait for the jewel to make it so for you. You have to work with it. That's what it's there for, to work with you, to be a tool to you along your journey, to remind you to stay encouraged, to remind you of whatever you need to be reminded of. And so most important thing I say is pray or speak life and meditate with your jewel, especially if you're using sound meditation with crystal or Tibetan metal bowls. Use those, hold your jewel while you're playing your bowls. Put it inside the bowl. Let it pick up that vibration. Let it pick up that energy from the bowls, because it's so empowering, because it's so charging, right? It's such a super charge. And that this is copper. Copper is a great conduit of electricity. We know this, right? And so, just like the veins running through our body, just like the nerves running through our body, not the veins, the nerves running through our body, all those nerves run back to the brain, and that is our circuit, right? That is the electricity running through our body, right? The signals are running through our body. And this copper is working with our nervous system, is working with our energy in our body to attract or to cultivate whatever energy within this piece that we want to bring into our lives, or bring into aspects of our lives, your projects, your connections, your community, whatever may have you, right? So use energy around you. Last but not least, I would say, sit your copper and your crystal jewels around any type of charging crystal. Clear quartz, selenite are great charging crystals. I love to go for my clear quartz and my selenite. Never fails. When I sit my jewels around them and I leave it there. And actually, I'll add one more that is really, I would say, helps, really charges my jewels. I love to take my jewels and not just sit them around crystals. I sit them on an altar space, okay? If you have a space in your room or in your home that is sacred to you, maybe you have some keepsakes there or what have you, or whatever you keep in there. It doesn't have to look like everybody else's, but if it's your space and it's meaningful to you, good. You have a sacred space. You have an altar space. I love to take my jewels and I sit it on my space, and I light a candle and I sit it on that space. And then I go and say my prayers, and then I meditate, and I continue to do those same things. But all in all, I would say those 4 things: moonlight, sunlight in the window, give it some nature, put it around other charging crystals like clear quartz and selenite, and sitting it on your altar space are my biggest points to take away as far as charging your jewels go. All right, so next we're talking about how to keep your pure copper jewelry clean. All right, so we know that copper naturally tarnishes over time. Even if you put a coat over it, and the coat keeps it from tarnishing so quick. But what I have noticed is that even when I do coat my jewelry, it still tarnishes at some point in time. Maybe like later on down the road, but it still tarnishes at some point in time. And if you are rough on jewelry, or if you like to wear jewelry in the rain, in muggy weather, when you're about to go sweat at the gym, then 9 times out of 10, your jewelry is definitely going to tarnish a lot faster. So keep that in mind. Try not to wear your jewels in the shower when on a rainy day. If you're gonna wear it on a rainy day, tuck it in. If it's pure copper, tuck it in. And try not to wear it to the gym or to any activity that is going to involve you sweating. Okay, that sweating is definitely going to make your copper turn quick as well. And sometimes we can't help it. It happens. But the thing about pure copper is that even when it tarnishes, you can always turn it back to brand new copper. That's what I love about copper jewelry. So one thing that I use for my copper jewelry is Tarnish X tarnish remover. So this is a tarnish remover that you can get from, I don't remember where I got this from, but I'm pretty sure you can find a tarnish remover from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. If not up there, of course you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's and find a good tarnish remover as well. And so this is one. It's a chemical. You have to be really careful when using it. I have to use gloves and a mask when I use this because it's very, very strong. And I only use it when I need to, like, it's a really bad piece that's like has tarnished really badly, and I need to use a Q-tip or something to like get in, because a lot of my work includes like very small detail, and so I kind of really need to get in there and clean up. And so I use the Tarnish X remover because it works so fast. For those of us who do not like to use chemicals at all, I don't like to use chemicals, but hey, sometimes you have to bend. Don't break though. But for those of us who like to go the complete natural way, you can take a lemon, cut it in half, and take that half of a lemon, sprinkle some salt on it, take your piece of jewelry and rub the lemon against your jewelry, and just keep rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing circular motions around your jewelry, and you'll slowly start to notice the darker tarnished parts of copper turning back to this beautiful shiny salmon color copper. That's simple? Yes, that's simple. A lemon and some salt. And you can definitely look that up on YouTube. There are plenty of videos on how to revamp your copper jewelry. All right. So now that we have went over how to charge and how to clean your pure copper jewelry, I'm going to walk you through a guided meditation on how to attune your jewel just for you.
Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Continuing to breathe deep into the belly and exhaling completely. Recall the moment you first saw or wanted this jewel. What were you experiencing? What were you in need of at that time? And what made you choose this jewel? What do you need this jewel to be for you? What do you need to be reminded of? What are you actively healing? Be it empowerment, protection, love, balance. Holding your jewel, send that energy through the hand this jewel the energy to be exactly what I need. Open the eyes and stare into your jewel. Notice the smallest details, colors, shapes, and symbolism. Place the jewel on your body to wear. Find the nearest mirror and stare at yourself. How does this jewel make you feel? Picture yourself wearing this for a special occasion and every positive moment that you want to attract while wearing this. And repeat the mantra, with this jewel, I vow to be the fullest expression of me. With this jewel, I vow to be the fullest expression of me. With this jewel, I vow to be the fullest expression of me.